at those babies. They're ready to go. They want freedom. They want flower. Alrighty, it's go time. So we've got a couple fields of shelters going out today. This is Saturday. We've got a incubator of bees that are going out, incubator 1. So Josh and I are gonna load those up, and then Josh, Thomas, me, and Luke and I, proper English, are going to go and put out a bunch of bees. So we'll try and film some of it, just so you guys can get an idea of what it's like, and filling up containers, filling up the first truck with the trays. And so it's all very exciting. It's definitely a stressful time of year, but it's also fun, and things are moving, and it's exciting, and there's things you can do about things. It's not one of those stresses where you have to just sit there and you can't do anything. It's like, we gotta put bees out. Let's get the bees out. Let's get her done. So it's just getting enough people doing it, and hopefully the fields are not too muddy and that they're ready to go, and that we can do a good job for people, so, and keep bees alive. So it's all very exciting. So here, I'll get some more video here in a second. So of course, with all things, it can never go smoothly. Get in the fridge truck, and I've got an error code, but luckily, hopefully, we have a backup fridge truck that we can use in a pinch. This one just has a bigger capacity, and it's a nicer, newer one. But of course, it was working just fine yesterday, and we could drive it around. We even had it checked and fueled up. But it's always got to be the day of the crunch that everything goes all haywire. Okay, so our other little fridge truck, it's working. So we're gonna race and try and use that. I don't know if the refrigeration in the back is working quite yet. We're gonna test that out here shortly. But even if it doesn't, luckily we're taking the bees right out to the field right now at the moment. But at least we can get going. Alrighty, we are now beginning to load them into the first truck. Thomas, say hi. Yeah, I know you love videos. Hi, YouTube people. Hi, Josh.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, so
yeah, and all my extended family.
yeah. Okay, well, I'll set up the camera, and then I'll get to work. Stop being a lazy bones, they say. So you may have seen the little hyperlapse. We start filling it, and then so looking at those bees, and they do not look ready. They are still a little further behind. So I'm gonna check in a different incubator here and see if we can find ones that are ready to go, which I know we do. I think incubator 3 was further ahead, so take a look. But I was hoping to use incubator 1 because they have been in there the longest, but I still have some wiggle room with them. But we just gotta find the trays, because sometimes between different samples and things, they will sometimes hatch out at different rates. And so it could be just that sample at the back, because here at the front we had bees emerging. So we'll just have to take a look and see what ones we can find. So yeah, in incubator 2 here, we're definitely having more bee activity. So that's looking good. And then the samples I'm opening, they're pretty much all colored and getting ready to pop. So this will be the incubator we will use. We almost got this truck loaded, and there's a break in the coolant line. So it's leaking, and we'll wreck the engine if we keep driving it. So we're gonna have to put it in a new truck or just on a flatbed trailer until we can get these repaired. It's just gotta be how it's gotta be, hey? Yep. All right.
Okay, so this is awesome timing on our canola. So the bee tents are all in place, and the plants are bolting. It's pretty cool to see how, I mean, we're just seeing the odd first flower open up, but the plant, all of a sudden it just explodes out the center with this big long stem, and it just happens in a couple of days. We call it bolting. Anyway, it bolts. And so I'm gonna run this pivot around one more time, just so that everything is nice and wet before the bees get here, and then we can leave the irrigation off for hopefully the majority of next week to let the bees get going and get established in the field. They don't like being cold and they don't like being wet. So we'll try to make all the conditions perfect. But this canola crop is looking amazing. It's bolting nice and evenly. And our amazing bee crew has got all their tents here, and those are looking fantastic. So it is go time.
Okay, so we got a group going. We're trying to get some containers loaded and ready to go out to the field with shelters. The crew is out there putting shelters on one field, but they're almost done and coming back. And we got one container loaded, ready to go, but the Vantuzzi suddenly stopped working, lifting up or down or moving forward or backwards. So we think it could be a power or something. I talked to Oleg, who's our Vantuzzi technician. Anyway, he was trying to walk it through it with me, but he thinks there's some kind of fuse. So I'm gonna go and test the fuses here, see if we can get it working, just so then we can unload and load that container quick, or we're gonna have to load with a forklift and move everything out of the container into a new one, and that takes a long time, and we've got a lot we gotta get done. So anyway, wish us luck. So we got her going, and it lifts and drops, so the other truck should be here soon. So we're gonna take one off and put the new one on. This container is fully loaded, ready to go, but we had to mess around with it. It is a finicky, sensitive little thing, if little is at all a good description word to use in regards to this behemoth. But anyway, she's a beauty. Talk sweet, kind things to it so it doesn't decide to change its mind and stop working. But anyway, this will make a huge difference. Instead of having to unload the old container and refill it up and all that time, they just drive up, we take one container off, put the next one on, and bada bing bada boom, we're on our way again. I am sweating like crazy. It's hot, but we did her. The truck is loaded. Janice is just double checking everything, making sure everything's strapped down okay in the back, and then away we go. So anyway, that's like super exciting. What took about 15 minutes to do usually takes us a couple of hours, and that was my first try ever doing it. So we'll get faster and we'll get a better system down, but 15 minutes, not too shabby. We're fully loaded, looking great. Put some lids on the ones that were the hottest. Look at those babies, they're ready to go. They want freedom, they want flour, so we're gonna go give it to them. So anyway, it's looking good. We only have a couple stacks left. This unit suddenly is just pouring water out, so we gotta shut that off. Yeah, everything is going awesome. Oh yeah, we made it to the field. There's a bit of yellow flour out there. That's perfect. So we're just gonna start loading her up. There it goes, first load. 70 trays, off and away. Nice thing is we don't have to strap them down. They lock together beautifully. But yeah, 70 trays on that, and then Josh is coming with the next one. We'll load it up. 140 trays, off and away. 280 gallons of bees. Look at them bees. They are happy to see ya. Just putting them in, and we're off to the next one. Going, and then scan the trays and we'll pop her in. So, looking good. Josh, are you having the time of your life?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I love having bees in my face.
Bees in your face. That's right. These little darlings. So on each one of these trays, we've got these QR codes right here. You're gonna hit that QR scanning button. It's gonna go up in here. It's gonna catch that one. You can see what tray it is, the latitude and the longitude, the date and time, who did it, and then also in the background it knows which field it is, which incubator it came from, all that kind of stuff. We click save, and then it pops up again. We do the second one like so, scan it, same things, click save, and it resets back again. And we're doing 2 trays per shelter, so it's pretty slick. These go up in these little loops, hang the trays, see inside how those little bees are doing. Starting to hatch out and fly away. Go get them flowers. It's not a ton, but there is definitely flowers. Flower? Kids are cruel. See if anyone knows where that comes from. That is is a big bee. Not one of our bees, but she's a beauty. A very big bee. Probably eat my bees for dinner and lunch and breakfast. Yeah, there's lots of good bees of all types. But yeah, that one's a big one. Bumblebee, if I'm correct, but I don't honestly know a single thing pretty much about any other type of bee. So anyway, that's, and I'm trying to like see, oh, there she flies off. So that was that big compared to that big. Just little guys. Alrighty, we're done. All cleaned out. Just loading up the trucks. Getting ready to go. Way to go, Thomas! Got her done. Yeah, I only have 3% battery, but we finished her up. We're just unloading. We'll be done for the day. It's all very exciting.